Fort Wayne, Indiana is home to more published authors than I ever knew. This is Dean Robinson reporting for Summit City Noise. The 2013 Author Fair, sponsored by the Bookmark Bookstore on North Anthony Boulevard, happened Saturday afternoon, November 9th, at the Allen County Public Library in downtown Fort Wayne. At least 100 writers with ties that bind to Fort Wayne occupied the main floor of Allen County's main library to promote their books and to meet the people who read them.
I'm promoting my books, Served Cold, Tales of Revenge and Redemption, which is what I call semi-autobiographical revenge fantasy fiction, and also my erotic fiction, which is called Anything for Georgetown and Other Stories.
A lot of writers out there, so talk to me about the challenges of trying to stand out amongst all that.
That's pretty much what it's about after you get done with the writing and the finished project, is to getting the word out there, and you have to be creative. It would also have to do with what kind of genre you write in. I mean, Stephanie Meyer with the Twilight series, that's really kind of put paranormal romance on the map with vampire this and vampire that. I don't write about those types of things, but 50 Shades of Grey has been popular, and I do write erotic fiction, so it was kind of a happy accident that 50 Shades came out about the same time that I had Anything for Georgetown. But you shouldn't really write for what's hot, because there's a good chance if you start writing what tends to be hot at the time, by the time you finish it, it will no longer be hot.
Now, obviously, I'm a man, or maybe that's not so obvious. But,
I can tell you're a man.
Now, as a guy, I'm typically going to be visually stimulated, so
Right.
I'd rather look at pictures of naked women.
Right.
How would you try to appeal to somebody like me to get to read your stuff?
Well, I guess what I could do is put pictures in there. Men have fantasies, obviously sexual fantasies, but so do women. So maybe this is a glimpse into the female mindset of what they might be interested in.
So Gloria Diaz is telling Dean Robinson that her fiction will help him unlock the secrets of the woman. Is that what you're saying?
Certain women. Certain women.
So your book is Love and Loyalty. Tell me a little bit about it.
My book is basically my own experiences. It's just about when I was younger, I had a boyfriend that was into the street life, and I was right there with him for everything. So I just wrote about it, and it's a real good book.
Now, what is it that made you write it down? Because a lot of people experience these things and they don't write it down.
At first, I just wanted to tell my story, and it was kind of helpful for me to process my own feelings about it, and then I let some other people read it, and they thought it was a really good book and that I should put it out there.
What's Mortal Arts all about?
I write historical mysteries. It's the Lady Darby mystery series, and Mortal Arts is the second novel. They're set in Scotland 1830, and the heroine is the widow of an anatomist, and she has anatomy training, which at that time Korean women were not allowed to have anything to do with dead bodies, so it's scandalous that she knows these things. So she gets pulled into some investigations and to use her skills. So it's basically her story and the mysteries she gets involved in.
How does somebody discover writing as a passion? How does that happen?
For me, the reason it became a passion is my son had cancer when he was in college, so my way of working through it was to write down experiences that he had and how I dealt with the tragedy. So I started writing that way, and then I did a lot of interviews, and they said, if you were a mythological character, which one would you be? So I chose Falcon because she goes in and she offers eternal life to people who are deserving.
It's just called Fort Wayne.
It's called Postcard History Series Fort Wayne.
Okay, so tell me about the Postcard History Series.
I live here in Fort Wayne and have been collecting postcards for over 35 years, and so we took 227 postcards out of the collection and used them in the book to illustrate Fort Wayne history from about 1900 to 1960. So there's pictures of buildings and businesses and restaurants, hotels, all the major city parks. So there's the picture of the postcard, and then a paragraph about the history of the business or the building that's pictured.
This guy's going to help you, Lanny, because you're a little shy. He's going to help you out. Now, Lanny, you have a vested interest here with all these authors because you run a bookstore. So tell me about why you're involved.
It's a community service thing. We've been working with the authors and bringing them in on Saturdays and doing some author signings. So it's, trying to get some exposure.
store?
I'm in the North Anthony Shopping Center. You know where Zollner Stadium and Concordia High School is?
That's
I'm on the
right.
same side of the street as Zollner Stadium. I'm just through that strip mall.
So
North
it's right
Anthony
over
Center.
there.
Yep, North Anthony Center.
This is the Dean J. Newsbeat.